What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be doing the weekly video where we go over all of the cheap cards in a set, and we're going to be talking about which of them the ones that I think are underrated. So we have a lot of cheap cards in today's set. So, as you guys can see right here, I got a bunch of players I have to sell. I just have to sell a bunch of my collection, honestly. I just have so much just dead weight. And I did blow a lot of my collection on gold, a lot of empty on gold players out of frustration. But at the end of the day, it's July, so I reckon if I sell my dead weight, heck, if I discard my shoes, I probably get 100,000 MT. So I'm probably gonna wait on discarding my shoes. I'm probably gonna sell the dead weight before I discard my shoes, and then once I sell the dead weight, I should be good. But it shouldn't be too difficult. I think even just selling stuff in my auction house gets me to 150k MT. But either way, so we've got all these guys right here. Honestly, I just think Galaxy Opal 5500 should get me most of these guys, shouldn't it? Another usered. Another usered. Okay, at least I got Tyson, Chandler. So I got like 5,250 them can bid on these guys. Mullin. Bid. Stockton. Man, did I just get Stockton under this card value? This is ridiculous. This has actually gotten ridiculous. That's a dumb... You know what, if I get him for that, it's fine. If I win these guys, I don't really mind. Because who did I win? I won Mullin. I got outbid on Stockton, but I did get Stockton for 4,600. So I can discard these guys and profit. I can literally discard the guys that I just got there and profit. Madness. So auction house enabled. Color Galaxy Opal. I don't even know, where's Pantheon? Where is Pantheon? Because I know one of the Pantheons is really early. Yeah, the alphabetical order doesn't work. It does not work at all, lads. Pantheon Team USA, there we go. And then maximum bid of 5k. Because who don't I have? I don't have Westbrook. I'm just gonna bid 5,050 on all these. So if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. So let's go and see what we can get on these ones. 107, man, there was a bunch of them that ended way, way quicker. And then a Westbrook 116 to go. Let's bid 5,150 so that we get him. Should get him at that. The 380s, we got a Lightner ending right now, which we have one, and then we got 60k to mess around with. So let's see, who do we need actually? Westbrook 80. We've gotten all of these. Wow, these like literally. What crazy person bid 6k on Westbrook? Like, what the hell's up with that? Like, we can get this AD for this price, then outside of Westbrook, we picked up them all for combined less than this card value. Or, no, we actually bought a buyout for Tyson, Chandler, so a little bit over this card value. Screw it. I don't care. I made a loss right there. I didn't know what they'd bid. They bid 5,600. I thought, you know what, maybe they bid 5,200, and I made a severe lapse of a judgment right there. Okay, let's see. Opal Westbrook. 5k was a dumb price to put on him. Screw it. That's what I bought AD for. Okay, so we probably spent a combined like 2,000 above this card value on all them. Let's check what the cheapest Dark Matters are from this set. Because I know there's a few of these guys where you literally don't even profit if you get them. Like, obviously KD is expensive. Harden's under 100. See what buyouts you can get. Let's see what you can get for like within. Just say 36k buyout. Darren Williams. Malone's not cheap. Ewing's very, very cheap. Obviously, CP3 sucks. So I want to see if you go closer to the like 35k mark, which ones you can get. Can you get someone other than those guys? Because I would preferably like to get someone other than them. Like, these guys aren't great. Like, some people were telling me like Jordan was around like 40, 50k and Magic was at this price, I heard. Not just these guys out here, because this isn't, I don't think this is what anyone really wants. And these cards are fine, don't get me wrong, but they're definitely not the greatest. Like, I get it, D-Will versus CP3 was a great debate in the late 2000s, but I mean, I don't think you want either of them in my team right now. And like, Karl Malone's fantastic. I just don't want Karl Malone in my team. Like he's not like me. I don't know. Like, he wouldn't make my main lineup. Like, the only spot he'd make is like, he might make it as 13th man, but like, I mean, you really don't want to put Karl Malone in that position, to be honest. Oh, come on. Is there someone except for these guys? These guys are... And I thought I'd be able to afford get a cheap Magic for this series. Although, like, at the end of the day, like, I have... Like, realistically, I have about $500,000. If I spend my time selling my dead weight, I have about $500,000 empty. I know it says I only have 60k. I do realistically have about $500,000. But I really none here. We're going to scroll to the very end. We're going to scroll to the very, very end because I actually have a kind of want Ewing. Is this it? At this price range, I mean, I can get a Magic. I think Magic is going to be worth it. You can get Magics at 34k. Screw it, I think I'm going to buy Magic. Do I buy Magic? Oh, that's a tough one. Do I have Magic at 33k? I will buy Magic, just not for this video. Okay, yeah. I'll make that agreement. I will buy Magic, just not for this video. Because Magic's not going to go up in price. I'm telling you, Magic's not going to go up in price. Lower than the pack price, anyone? Those two guys. What's the cheapest I can get Ewing for? I'm a lot more interested in Ewing than I am in no blinders Darren Williams. That's a stupid price. He's way cheaper than that. I am quite interested in Ewing, to be honest. We can get Ewing for like... Yeah, Ewing for like 70... For like the pack price is perfect for me, honestly. That is a perfect price to pay for a Patrick Ewing. And then what can we get? What can we get the cheap? What's the cheapest one? Like, D-Will's under 10k. That is absolutely nuts. I don't know what's up with that card. But is this the greatest price in the world? Probably not. But I mean, we did just pay 9.9k for a Dark Matter. And it wasn't even the worst Dark Matter in the set. It wasn't even CP3. It was not even the worst Dark Matter in the set, lads. So, this is a squad. This is a squad that I literally just use for all the challenges. I just shoot every shot with Bill Russell and Danny Ferry. We got golds in our contracts. Or in our diamond contract players. So, yeah, the Ruby challenge is completed. So let's sub in these guys. So we've got Chris Mullin. We have got Basketball John. We got Basketball John right there. We have got... Who else do we have? We've already gone over Clyde. We got Ewing, who's very underrated. Then Galaxy Opals. AD. Maybe Lightner as well. Oh, Kevin Love. What's Kevin? Why is Kevin Love a center in like every one of his cards this year? Okay, Fate of the Universe on the line. The guy we want taking the shot. Okay. Westbrook. And then... Is Lightner the last player to come in here? No, Tyson Chandler. There's a lot of centers in this set. Look at the amount of Dark Matter centers I have. Like, I can make a team of dark matter. If there was no position locks, I could make a team of dark matter centers. Like, that's how many I have. I think that's it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a dark matter. So let's go. Obviously, Darren Williams in there. There's a 9. I'm pretty sure there's 8. Or there were 9 in a dark matter. Did I forget one of them? Oh yeah, Clyde. So let's have a look at the stats of these guys right now. So Basketball John, 48 Hall of Fame badges. And again, lads, and again, we're for those of you guys who don't know, for those of you guys who may not exactly know right now, for those of you guys that may not know, Basketball John, lads. He is Basketball John. He is Basketball John, lads. But yeah, don't. If you're wondering why I probably will end up calling him Basketball John for the rest of this game, it is that song right there. But he's got every Hall of Fame badge. You know what? Screw it. Every one of these guys has every Hall of Fame badge. Pretty much. And pretty much every key stat at 99. The only ones that don't are like Kevin Love having speed in the 90s. Tyson Chandler having a 3-point shot at like 75. Christian Lightner's speed being a little bit lacking. As well as Anthony Davis just being overall like a slight bit worse than his dark matter, and same with Westbrook. But like the rest of these guys are completely juiced stats. So screw it. Screw it. You're not gonna learn anything by looking at the stats of cards anymore in my team. So this is the only place you're gonna learn anything about them. So Darren Williams, chicken man. Problem is that he has got no blinders, whereas he had blinders last time, so I wouldn't necessarily use him on next gen, but he's still pretty decent. Like, he's got a good player build. He's got the ultra long, like, he's got almost max wingspan, like 6'10 wingspan for his height is insane. The release is incredible. I'm pretty sure his dunking is significantly upgraded from his opal. Man, I liked his opal. Like, I was a big fan of his opal when his opal came out, and I do think that this card is really, really good in game. I think he is really, really good. So, yeah. Anyway, now let's Curry green. There we go. Let's go on to Ewing. I probably am going to make a full video on Ewing because just look at this. Just look at how he goes to the basket. Like, the only problem with Ewing is his release. And it's not even as bad as people say. Like, it's not even as bad as people say, like that is not as, it's not good by any means, but it's not as bad as people say. Like, he is one of the most underappreciated cards in this whole game. Ewing is so underrated. Like, I wouldn't use him on current gen, by the way. Do not use Ewing on current gen, but I mean, just the way he moves. The way he moves on next gen is just crazy good. It's crazy good. And the release, it's bad, but it's not unusably bad. Like, if he's wide open, he can hit. If you're wide open with Ewing, especially from the corners, it feels a little bit faster. You can hit quite consistently. But yeah, he does have a bad release. By no means is release good. But at the end of the day, he does everything else so well. If you can get even a little bit used to that release, he's going to be one of the best centers in the game. Faded Universe on the line. I want Iguodala green. So Andre Iguodala has got really good defensive animations. He's got a good behind the back. His pink time card was actually pretty good when it came out. Green that one there. Like, again, Andre Iguodala, a fantastic, fantastic player right here. Again, we'll hit everything. Hit everything pretty much. When he's wide open. The release on very quick is fine. But the problem is again, he's just that little bit small. But he's 6'6" with a long wingspan. Just like we always say, 90% of cards do the same thing. 90% of cards have the exact same SIGs. It's just releases that are the difference, and Iguodala's is kind of mediocre, and he's a little bit small. So he's fine though. Like, catch and shoot though, he's fine. Obviously, I'm missing these ones here, but we green that one. Iggy's just decent. Basketball John right here. Okay, that release isn't awful. I have not used John Stockton on quick or on very quick. I have not used John Stockton's release on quick or on very quick. Is that Pro 1 behind the back? That's fine. Actually, was John Stockton's first release on quick? It might have been. Basketball John's first card might have been on very quick. That card is iconic in 2K. That card is, I'm telling you, that card's iconic. That John Stockton card, man, he was ahead of his time. Like, if people knew about Showtime at the start of the game, I'm telling you, John Stockton was the best point guard in my team. He's one of the best early game point guards you've ever... He's probably the best September point guard we've ever got in my team if you don't count Curry. Because the only person, literally only one person, print parachute, got him in September. But anyway, green one. Good shot there by Stockton. Basketball John's okay. AD, I mean, he's literally just the other AD. He's literally just the other AD. He can side to side. Obviously, he's too heavy to Curry. But side to siding is the main thing on next gen, for anyone wondering. Even though Curry escaping is good, but side to siding is the most important thing. He's got obviously a chicken release. He's got Pro 3. He's got Pro 3 as well. I'm sorry, he's got Pro 4. I did not realize that. And that's not even bad, to be honest. But he is going to be kind of like your power forward center who's just really going to shoot the ball. One thing I hate is the fact that AD doesn't even, like, it's literally 2021 AD, and apparently it's college AD. I hate the way 2K can't change hairstyles and beards on players. So, like, it's just the little things that would make it really cool. But obviously 2K are too lazy to do it. Or they just don't have the resources right now. Okay. Then we have got, definitely not Elias, Chris Mullin, just chicken man. He is literally what he is. He's a chicken man. I used his other Galaxy Opal. This card is like, stats-wise and badges-wise, he's like better than the other Galaxy Opal, but like in-game, he's going to play the exact same because at the end of the day, he's not going to do anything well except shoot the ball. Chris Mullin is an absolute chicken man. If you guys watch my Dream Team gameplay, I'm pretty sure I lost to like some God Squad, but I used some budget Dream Team, but at the end of the day, chicken man Chris Mullin was carrying me. He carried me. So, anyway, that's green 1-3. And that's really what Mullin's there for. Mullin's a shooter. Mullin's a much better shooter on current gen and next gen, by the way. Westbrook, again, this is another one. We've got 2021 Westbrook and not 2012 Westbrook. They could have very easily just not given him the flat top. They could have very, very easily not given him the flat top, but nah, 2K are too lazy. He basically has had 1 year of the flat top and his entire career without it, but yet, the Russell Westbrook, every Westbrook looks the exact same in game. Something I don't particularly like, but it is what it is. But yeah, his jumper is alright. He's basically the other Westbrook, except he doesn't have blinders, so he's not going to be as good on next gen. That's pretty much what you've got right here at Westbrook. Green. Now let's get on to... Oh, we got so many of these guys. I'm probably not even gonna play a game with these. Chandler, I mean... not a shooter. Whatever release that is good, though. Whatever release that is that a... What release is that? I'm not familiar with that release, whatever it is. Base 18, how? That's base 18. It is base 18. That's not actually that bad on this gen. I hated that on a lot of cards. I don't actually... That's a weird release point, but I actually don't mind it. That's actually not terrible. That's surprisingly not terrible. And yeah, he looks good. He's all right. Again, he's got a monster player build, which is the big thing with Tyson Chandler. Then obviously he's not going to really hit a shot. But if you're a big Chandler fan, he's actually not terrible. Lightner's an interesting one. Lightner is an interesting one. I just want to see what Laettner's behind the back. I know he can. I'm pretty sure he can curry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I just want to see what this set shot's like. I just want to see what if this set shot's good, he's gonna be fine. You know what? That's okay. It's okay. It's not good. You know what? It's not good. It's not a good release, but it's not awful. It's not nearly as bad as I expected it to be. And I expected Lightner's release to be straight trash. I expected this card's release to be making them unusable. And it's not a good release, but like it's better. It's somewhere between Ewing's and a good release. It reminds me of like set shot like 16 or set shot, whatever Manute Bol set shot is. That's set shot 19. It reminds me of that. Set shot. I think that's it. But whatever it is, it reminds me of that Manute Bol release. But it's pretty easy to time. It's just a little bit slow. It's not even that slow, honestly. And he can still side to side. He can still go by people. He's not terrible. He's definitely not Ewing good, but I mean, he's not terrible, honestly. Honestly, he's not terrible at all. But and we got Kevin Love. This is the card that I'm honestly most interested in. Like, Kevin Love's release is chicken. It is chicken. Especially on current gen. On next gen, it's alright. It's not a bad release on next gen, but he's absolutely chicken on current gen. Does he get the good SIGs? Yeah, he gets the good. Okay, his side to side is really slow for some reason. He can curry. Oh, wow. What's I did not realize Kevin Love was this light. Oh, yeah. Kevin Love's a good card. Kevin Love's like modern day Matt Bonner. Remember what Matt Bonner was when he first came out? That's what Kevin Love is right now. He is like modern day Matt Bonner. I actually don't mind this card. This card's pretty nice. This card is really, really nice right here. He's basically like the modern day. Funnily enough, basically Matt Bonner has Kevin Love as his picture, but he is the modern day version of that warped reality Matt Bonner. Obviously much, much better, but he is like a modern day version of that card. He's not bad at all. So yeah, that's an interesting one there. It's an interesting one. I'm looking forward to doing like my tier lists. My second to last tier lists starting tomorrow. But man, the center position's stacked. It's stacked like. This card's actually pretty good. We're ending this on a green though. There we go. So yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. I don't want this video to go on for 40 minutes, so I'm gonna be pulling it up there. If these cards right here, I mean, Chandler is evidently the worst of them. Like, the fact is, we got a sub 10k Dark Matter in Deron Williams, which is crazy. Ewing, who's pretty good for his price. Kevin, like, and then all these guys are discard value. Like, Kevin Love's very solid. Lightner, look, he's discard value, he's fine for that. But I mean, if we're talking like actual good cards, Clyde, who is not in this, Clyde, Drexler, Andre Iguodala, Anthony Davis, Kevin Love, for discard value, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Westbrook, Mullin's pretty decent. Westbrook's not great, but okay. Westbrook, I would say Westbrook, the tiers would be Kevin Love, Iguodala, AD. She probably AD at the top for value-wise for the opals. Kevin Love, Iguodala, then Chris Mullin. Then I would probably go Laettner for next gen if you're on Westbrook current gen. Then probably Basketball John and Chandler. But they're not awful. They're not awful. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.